Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to talk about importing our images from our external hard drives or SD cards into different folders or drives using PhotoRAW. Now before we talk about importing from SD cards or external hard drives, I just want to point out two things real quick. And the first thing is that you don't actually have to import anything into PhotoRAW to view, edit, and manage your photos. All you have to do is point PhotoRAW to where those images live, and you can manage and edit those photographs, which we'll touch on in the next lesson, but just wanted to clear that up real quick. The next thing I want to chat about is the local drive section. If you are not sure if you have an SD card or an external hard drive plugged in, or you want to make sure that your SD card or external drive is plugged in, you can make sure they're connected to your computer with this local drives pane, which is in the Browse tab over here on the left side of your screen. Now to import the images from an external hard drive or an SD card, whatever it may be, we're just going to go up to File, Import from Device. And with this Import from Device dialog, I'll make it a bit bigger here. We can choose where and how we import these images. So let's just go over a few of the common areas with this Import from Device dialog. The first one is this top left area, which is the source. This is going to be the source for the images that you're importing, whatever it may be. Maybe an SD card, a phone, or an external hard drive. Right now it's just this SD card, but I can choose the different source right here. Now, what I want to do with these photos is I just want to check a few of them. I don't want to import all of these images, I just want to import a few of these photos. To do that, I'm just going to check none. That way, none of the photos are checked, and I can check individual ones that I want to import. So now I'm just going to look through these images and grab 3 or 4 that I like. There's about 1,200 photos, so I'm not going to import each one. But if you are looking to import thousands of images, you can easily do that. You can just check all, and that will select all of those images again. So I've chosen some images to import. Now let's choose where to import them into. I'm going to head over to my destination pane here. Let's use this location drop-down menu, and I can choose recent locations, or I can choose a custom location right here with this choose. Now I can use my computer's finder or browser to navigate to different folder locations on my computer. I'm just going to create a new one in my downloads. I'll just create a new folder and I'll rename it Import Test. I'll click Open. And below the destination pane here, we have different options we can use to modify how these images are imported. A common one here would be rename, using this rename pane to rename images. So let's just quickly rename these photos. To do that, I'm going to reset the rename pane with this arrow icon there. You can actually use that with any settings that you're using. If you have this arrow icon near them, you can use this to reset it. So I'm going to reset these settings here, and I'm going to use a text file name, and I'll type in test for import. And let's add a new modifier, and let's add a serial number. And let's just start with 1. So it goes test for import 1, test for import 2, so on and so forth when they're imported into this import test folder. And I'm not going to add any metadata or photo settings or capture date, but you can use these 3 different panes to either apply metadata and keywords. You can apply a preset in here with photo settings, and you can also edit capture dates if you need to align different cameras with second shooters or something like that. So let's click import here. And while these images are importing, I can actually go around PhotoRAW and modify images. I can manage images, because when I'm importing, it's all done in the background. I can see that down here in this import untitled, it's importing images from that untitled SD card. And now that it's imported my images successfully, I can see it's created that import test folder in my downloads folder, and I have all of the images that I wanted from that SD card.